Yo, what is up guys? Joker bringing you another video for Last Epoch. This time going over my day 3 recap. We managed to hit level 84 and we capped our res and we reached in power Monoliths like I was saying we would yesterday, right? All of this was done and we made a large amount of progression. So we're going to go over the character more in depth in this video. And then we're going to go ahead and show you, I guess, a boss this time. Going over the gear, we upgraded primarily all of our gear, right? All of our gear has been upgraded to exalted items for the most part. Well, actually, not for the most part. All of it has, apart from the legendary items that we do have. So with our gloves, we have dexterity, Ellie res, poison resistance. It has damage over time and minion damage just because we ran out of forging potential. We have the same boots. We have the same relic. We got a new belt that has exalted 20% life and 337 freeze rate multi. So really, really good because it also has 13 endurance on it as well. I was hoping the LE damage over time would have been like something else, but LE damage over time works. And then it does have poison res and cold res on it implicitly, which is good because we get damage from cold res. Well, not damage, but we get penetration from cold res. When we killed the deer boss in the level 90 zone, they dropped a Rain of Winter, and then we threw it into a Nemesis egg, and we got 138% cold damage on it, which is pretty good. This bow and this bow are primarily the two that I am using. This is another one that dropped for me that I craft. The main difference is the crit multi. We go from 252 to 321. It gives us 70% crit multi swapping the bows, plus it puts us at 81% crit chance. Once we're all stacked up, it's pretty much 100% crit chance with this other bow, so it's really, really good. This one's better, not better, but better for clear because of the icicle on bow hit. I'm swapping between the two right now, still testing it out to see which one I like better. This actually might be more damage. I haven't been able to see if it really is more damage, but for the most part, I use it for clear because the icicles pierce through enemies. And implicitly, my icicle has 11k damage, so the icicles will clear like off screen for me sometimes too. Our chest plate is the same because we still haven't been able to find and or craft a better one. We got a new quiver that has exalted dex, and then it had crit chance, Ellie res, physical res, shock, and then it has armor shred implicitly with a little bit of armor. Our amulet is the same, kind of for the same reason. We haven't been able to find a better one. We're currently working on finding a piercing silver amulet that is exalted with a modifier that I would like, preferably dex, but that's that. We're still using the same snowblind as well. For our rings, these are the same as yesterday. I do believe. I'm like 99% sure that our rings are the same. If not, we found two rings that have freeze rate multiplier on them, and then we just put really resistances on them. We weren't able to hit life. So going over our idols, which is something that I forgot to mention in the last video, majority of our idols look like this, right? Crit multi, crit chance, cold damage. These, in my opinion, are probably my best in slot idols, barring the recurve and bow damage. These are probably going to be what I swap over to as I find more of them. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Oh, this one doesn't actually even have cold damage. It has fire res, which we actually don't need, so we might be able to swap that. And then we have vitality and health regen over here, as well as flat bow damage and bow damage. And we have bleed on hit, which we don't need, and flat bow damage. Then we have the idol we found on day 1, which is recurve chance and bow damage. We put it in the thing and we got frostbite duration and silver shroud buffs, right? These small little idols are just rounding out our elemental res and our physical res, really, because of our Morning Frost. We are losing 65 physical res and cold res, right? So we need to balance that out as much as possible. Looking at our skill tree, our skills are Heartseeker, Puncture, Shift, Decoy Totem, and the Smoke Bomb. We added these two recently. That's why they're only level 10. And that's because empowered monoliths are incredibly rippy. That's probably my first complaint is I wish the progression felt a little bit smoother going from regular monoliths to empowered monoliths. The mobs get like 3 times the health and they hit like 4 times harder. I wish that that was a little bit of a smoother progression. And I'm not saying nerf the empowered monoliths. I'm saying bring up the curve of everything else, right? Because the tier 90 monoliths were no problem, 80, everything. It was feeling like a natural curve. But then when we hit empowered monoliths, which is supposed to be the core end game, right? It was just such a huge jump that I'm having to take the time to pretty much recraft all of my gear, which could be a deterrent for a lot of people. So we have that. Going over the skills themselves, this is what our Heartseeker is looking like right now. We went ahead and we have Frozen Splinter, which is giving us pretty much 14 cold pin because we are at 150 cold res and we get 2 cold pin per 10 over. We're 70 over. That's 14 cold res pin, right? Basic maths. We are probably going to take a point out of Bloodseeker and put it over here in Arrowmaster, like I mentioned previously, because it's literally just 5% increased recurve chance over what we currently have. We may also take some points out and get more attack speed. I'm debating that. I don't really feel like it's necessary, but it could be potential. We need to completely respec Puncture. Right now, it's really not doing a lot for us because we're really not stacking it up on bosses. So we would need to cut out all of this and then we would probably move it over here, right? Because I think we get armor shred effect. Yeah, just making our armor shred that much more effective. Otherwise, we would probably swap to something else in general. With our shift, we have primarily the same points. We are going to probably unspec these useless points, right? Things like bleed chance and poison chance. And we would go over here so we have more distance on our shift and we cleanse ailments when we shift. Any additional points would go over here into Deadly Ambush so we get a more damage multiplier. And then we have our Decoy Totem and our Smoke Bomb. These are purely defensive, right? We have this giving me Silver Shrouds when I'm in it. It cleanses ailments and we have it lasting longer. And this is kind of doing just the same thing. It's going to go ahead and give us some dodge chance while it's active. And it gives us crit multi based on our dodge chance as well. So it's going to be giving us overall more damage because we are going to be getting a lot more crit multi. Right now, if we go ahead and take a look, you can see the icicles going off, right? The damage has increased a decent chunk, and the icicles do add a little bit of damage. If we wanted to go ahead and like throw everything down, we would probably have to go ahead and go like that. As you can see, we saw like a 69k in there. And then this is the other bow that we've been using, which you can see that the average hit is just generically higher because of how much more crit multi we do get. We wanted to go ahead and get Smoke Bomb to do the backflip as well. So not only we could have the Silver Shrouds to make us tankier, it's just better in general to have multiple movement skills. Sorry, because of the fact that the empowered monoliths are incredibly rippy, like I was mentioning. So let's go jump to, I guess the deer will be the boss that we kill in the showcase, because I need another Rain of Ice or whatever it's called, Rain of Winter, but preferably with LP, because this bow would overtake my current bow if I was able to get the crit chance and crit multi on it. So it's not the best showcase because it is only going to be a level 80 temporal sanctum boss, but we'll go ahead and kill this guy real quick, and then we'll slam the we'll go ahead and slam. Oh, I don't want to get hit by that. Last time that almost killed me. Okay, and then we jump back. So that's essentially how it works, right? We have decent damage and we freeze the boss and it's dead. Once again, I know it's not the best example, but it is a example of boss DPS. The main point of this clip is to jump in, and we're going to put these two in here, and there's not really a lose. Really, I mean, preferably we want the crit strike multi and the crit strike chance. So let's go ahead and grab the crit strike multi. And can we grab the crit strike chance as well? No. Okay, let us grab the crit strike multi. We're going to seal the cache. We're going to jump through time and hope that it grabbed the crit chance as well. It grabbed the crit chance as well. And then the last thing I guess I'll show real quick is the empowered monolith. I'm probably most likely going to die in this showcase, right? So as you can see, the damage itself is fine. The only problem is the fact that if anything hits us, we do kind of die, because these things just hit significantly harder. Honestly, I'm just waiting to get one shot. That's literally what I'm waiting for. I know I only have 1300 HP, and everyone that I've seen has like 3k, so we're definitely gonna have to work on getting our HP up. But as you can see, they are also just significantly fucking tankier. Like, the damage that they gain just being a champion mob in the empowered monolith is kind of crazy. Okay, we didn't get one shot, but that's kind of what the empowered monoliths are looking like. We run them and we either clear them, no problem, like that one, or we're gonna end up getting one shot by something. The HP is kind of nutty. I think the relic we just made is helping quite a lot, because we do get a damage multi because of when we hit a rare or unique, the frozen orbs are giving us a stacking damage buff. But there we go. We killed a nemesis in it as well. I was going to try to rush to the boss. Actually, you know what? I think I might have. Might have one of the zones where I can fight the boss. Hang on, I'm going to go check. I mean, I guess we can also show the boss in the Tomb of the Erase. As you can see, he almost one-shot me though, but then he got frozen and died. Let's go see if we can find an Echo boss. Okay, so we did find an area that has the bosses that we can fight. Honestly, this is probably going to end up in a death for me, because I don't, because I have to literally dodge everything. Yeah, see, I'm just not tanky enough. I need more HP, or I need more damage, preferably more HP. But that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything else. Real quick, we can go over the passive tree. We have Swift Assassin into Lethal Cascade, Steady Hand, and Critical Precision. Then in Marksman, we have Draining Arrows, Focus Fire, Assassin's Quiver, Wound Maker, Heightened Senses. We're grabbing Thief's Quiver now and with pretty much every point going forward because we need the HP. We have Arrow Storm for extra attack speed, Covering Fire for the Shrouds of Silver Shroud, Barrage of Pain, and Perfect Aim. And then we have Master Archer for the 40% for the 40% recurve chance. Oh, we also have Sniper's Gambit for the plus 30 damage. Now thinking of it, we might take this out and just put it in here now because the 30 damage will give us less damage, but we would also not take 5% increased damage. That may save us from some one-shots because for an archer, I like to stand in things' faces for some reason. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Only other thing that I want to go over is since we have hit empowered monoliths now, I am going to take a day or two off and I'm going to play some TLI because I want to get to time mark 8 and make some progress over there as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with this and future content. And until next time, take care.